Hi all. This is the continuation of week 3 session of Python course where we have already covered the list data structure in Python, and today we are going to cover the tuple. So as we already discussed in the previous session that list, tuple, set and dictionary, these are the data structures in Python. List and tuples is the sequence data type. That means the data items or the elements which is stored inside of one variable, those are stored in the sequence manner. So these are called the sequence data types, and these are we can have a duplicate records or as well we can have a duplicate items or elements in the list as well as in tuples. Okay, but the major difference is in the list this can be changeable, it is immutable. Okay, and this is immutable in nature. That means it we cannot able to modify, we cannot modify, we cannot add, insert and delete any item from the tuple. Okay, so this is unchangeable or immutable in nature. So the way we have in the last section we have seen how we have declared the list, what are the actions we can perform on the list. Similarly, we are going to perform the same set of actions in tuple. So first thing is how we can declare it. Okay, so how we can declare tuple is we have to first declare a variable where we have to store a tuple. So tuple is nothing but a kind it is declared using the braces, not braces, sorry, the parenthesis, opening parenthesis, and we can store the items here. So items can be of heterogeneous nature. Heterogeneous means it can have an integer, it can have a characters, and it can have a floating data type as well. Okay, so this is a tuple. This is how we can declare the tuple. So if I wanted to print this, I can very much print it. Okay, and if I wanted the blank, we can declare the blank tuple as well. Okay, let's say this one, and if I wanted to display this, so this is also correct. So this is a blank tuple. So blank tuple is or empty tuple, we can say this. Okay, we can create an empty list as well, and we can create an empty tuple as well. Okay, and both are heterogeneous nature, both are in sequence wise. You can see if you the way you have declared the data items, the same way the data item is present over here. Okay, so these are sequence data type. To get the length, if you wanted to get the length of the tuple, how we can use, what we can do, we have this method len. This is a inbuilt structure or inbuilt method to get the total length of data structures. Okay, so this is applicable to list and tuple as well, both. So you can see here I got the value 5, 1 2 3 4 5. It says that 5 items is present in this tuple. Okay, to get the data type, we have the type function by which we can get what is the type of this variable in which we have declared this collection of data items. If I wanted to see what are the type of this variable, so if I see this is the type of class tuple. So tup is basically, as we know that Python is object oriented programming, everything is class and object. So tuple is a class, and tup, this variable which we have declared, is the object of that class which stores this items inside it. Okay, then to access items, how to access items? In order to access just in as we know that tuple and list both are index collection. That means the items which is stored, those are in sequence nature and they are stored on the indexes. So both are start with zero indexes, and from the right hand side if you see, there is a negative index concept as well. So if you wanted to access this value, okay, this element Mamta, so how it is stored in 0 1 2 3 third index. So to access that element, you have to pass third element, third index here. If you execute, you can see you will get this value. If you wanted to find the last item in the list or the tuple, you have to use the negative. So here 4.5 is the last item. If you wanted to see the second last item, -2 is there. Then you use this, the same value Mamta will display over here. Okay, and then range of indexes. Let's suppose you wanted to slice the tuple the way we slice the list as well. If you wanted to display only these three items out of this, so in that case we have to slice the tuple. So the same way how we slice it with the help of indexes. So 0 1. So I wanted to slice it from one index till 1 2 3 4, so till 4. So why I mentioned 4? Because the first index will included when we slice the index. The rule is, thumb rule is, the first index which we before the colon it is included, and after the colon it will not be included. So we will expect, we will get 4 5 and and Mamta, which is in this index, third index. So fourth is not included. So fourth index value is not included. You can see 4, 5 and the this third element. Okay. If you wanted to get all the items before this Mamta, so you have to use 0. Okay. Or you have to use nothing in the first parameters. Okay. So you can see here 3, 4, 5 and Mamta. If you wanted to display everything after the 5, okay. So in that case, fifth is present in 0, 1, 2, second index, okay, and I want to display everything after this value. So I have to leave this uh, thing blank. So it will traverse till the end of the last item in the tuple, okay. So this is the way 5 and 4.5. So this is how we can do it. Now if you wanted to let me if you wanted to display alternate item in that case as well, so what you can do, from 0 till end of this I wanted to display alternate items. So this nothing is means it will go till the end of the data item, till the end of the end of the day, last item of the tuple, you can say, and it will display alternate. So if I try to execute it, you can see 3 and then 5, it skip the 4, display 5, then skip the Mamta and display the 4.5. So it traverse till end of the tuple. So this is how we can traverse the element of the tuple or index. So this rule is basically applicable to both index, both list and tuple in the similar way. Okay, both allows the duplicate. List and tuple both allow duplicates. So if I click use the 5, so if I display this, oh, leave this, remove this thing, TUP, and if I execute it, you can see 5 and 5. So the same thing is applicable in list as well. Now to change items, to change item, to append item, to remove item, to extend, to reverse and pop. These all, let's check if we are able to do it or not, because all of this we are able to do with the list type of collection. Okay, but for tuple, can we do it? Let's check it practically. So to change item, let's suppose I wanted to change this value with a second name. So the way we used to do it in list, let's do it. Let's try to do it in tuple as well. So this value is stored in 0, 1, 2, 3, third index. So I wanted to change whatever the value stored in the third index to my second name. Okay, I try to execute it. See, object does not support the item assignment. That means it is not applicable. That means this is not applicable, or it is not allowing us to make changes in the tuple. Tuple is immutable type of nature. Nothing we can change inside the tuple. We cannot change any item. Once the tuple is created, it is created. Okay, if you wanted to make changes, then the alternate solution is you have to first change it into list, and then once it will convert it into list, you can make changes and then again change it to tuple. How you can do it? Like first you have to do it. There is a function list. Pass this variable, so it will convert to the list. Okay, this is an inbuilt function. It will convert to the list, and then you can use the list third index, make changes. Okay, once changes has been done, then you have to again typecast it into tuple. So tuple is again the inbuilt function, and you have to pass this list, then it will be changed, and in that case this is the alternate way. Okay, now you can see this way we can make changes, but directly if you wanted to make changes, but here what happened, in the background I will tell you, it has created a new tuple. This tuple and this tuple is not the same. So this is a one tuple and this is the reference is another tuple. Okay, if you wanted to see the ID of the tuple, you can see here. So let me, so let's try to see the ID of tuple. How we can do it? I believe this way. Let me try. Okay, Okay, I'll tell you later. I am not sure. So this tuple is this tuple. Although we have given the same name, but the object is completely different. It has created a new tuple where it has typecasted the list into the tuple. So this is a way by which we can make changes in the tuple, but directly we cannot make changes in the tuple. Okay, if we want, if we wanted to change it, in the third index, I wanted to make it as a second name. Okay, so this way can we do it? No, this is not allowed. Okay, this is not allowed at all. To append item, let's suppose if I wanted to append an item, okay, we have this method append. To I wanted to add one more value to it, that is number 8. I want to do it. Can we do it? No. See, no, append is not allowed here in the tuple at all. Okay, to remove, if I wanted to remove a value which is already present, I don't want this value. Let's suppose I don't want this value, okay, in the remove. So I wanted to remove it as we used to remove in the list. See, no attribute remove. So remove is also not allowed in the tuple. To extend is basically when we have a two tuple and we wanted to extend one tuple to another tuple. Let's suppose I have created one tuple 1, and I have created a tuple 2. This is, let's suppose, 8, 9 and 10, and I wanted to, what do you call, extend it. I wanted my tuple 1 to extend with tuple 2. Okay, so this is how we used to do or join to list. Okay, so I wanted to do this here in tuple as well. Let's see if it's gonna work. See, it has no attribute extend, so that means extend, remove, append is not applicable in tuple. And in order to reverse, if you wanted to reverse items, let's suppose we have this tuple and I wanted to just reverse the order of items which is present in the tuple 2 variable. So here is the built-in function reverse. If I wanted to do it and I wanted to print it, let's say, after reversing it, see, it has no attribute reverse. So the same, all those things is we are able to do it in the with the list. But these are the drawbacks of the tuples. So tuple is basically immutable nature. This is how you can prove your point that it is immutable. If we try to reverse the order, if we try to extend it, remove the item, append it, it's not allowed us. Okay, and then there is an option pop. This pop method, this is also inbuilt method where you wanted, where we this basically method is used to remove an item from remove an item or element from your collection. So in that case, you can use it. This method use the parameter of indexes. So let's suppose I wanted to remove item 8, which is placed in the index 0. So this is what I wanted to do it using pop inbuilt function. So I wanted to do this, and after once this will be removed, I wanted to print my tuple. Let's see if it's going to work. See, it is no attribute pop. So that means we are not able to remove any item, or we are not able to pop it, and we are not able to extend it, join it, anything. Okay, so once this tuple has been created, it has been created. If you have an option, but still if you wanted to change item in it, so there is a way. You need to convert it into list and then change an item, then again typecast the list to the tuple back. uh, so this is the function. Okay, now how we can join the tuple? So there is only one way by which we can join the tuple. So this, let's suppose tuple 1, tuple 2, and let me create a three value here. Variable 1 plus 2. Okay, let's try this. See, this is going to work. And since the tuple is sequence work order, so you can see we have used tuple 1 plus tuple 2. So first tuple 1 is displayed plus, and then 8, 9, 10 is displayed. If I do the reverse, like tuple 2 plus tuple 1, so you will see the difference. What will happen? First tuple 2 will display and then tuple, because of the sequential nature order of the tuple. Okay, this is how we can do it. Okay, there is one more thing that we can use is unpacking the tuple. Unpacking means, let's suppose, let me remove all of this. So when we declare this, okay, 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma Mamta comma this, so that means we are packing the tuple with the elements. If we wanted to unpack the tuple, how we can do it? Let me make a small tuple here. Okay, 3 4 5 only. I wanted to unpack it. So what I can do is I can do it like 3. let's say I have created a variables 3, 4 and 5. So I have created a three variables and I pass this tuple 1. So this is called unpacking. So what will happen? The number 3, integer 3 will go to the variable named 3. The number 4 will go to the variable named 4. Number 5 will go to the variable number 5. Okay, this is how we can, now we can display each of the variable one by one. So this is called unpacking. Okay, 3, 4 and 5. So if we try this, see here 3, 4, 5 is getting displayed here. The same thing, unpacking of the tuple is applicable to the list as well. I'll show you the list. Let's say we have created, let me create one list here. I'll mention as 1 comma, let me mention as Mamta comma Rajput, okay, comma 30, let's say. Okay, and I wanted to unpack this into the variable. I wanted to decide that I wanted to display it into the variable. So let me create a variables collection here. So variable is like suppose first name, second variable I wanted second name, and third variable I wanted as a age. So this is this line of code, what it is doing, it is unpacking my list into the list of variables here, and I wanted to display it one by one. So this is like first name, I wanted to display the second variable, that is my second name. Okay, and I wanted to display the last variable is, so let's see this unpacking thing is happening in list as well or not. So here you can see this is applicable to tuple as well as Mamta Rajput and Tati. It is applicable to the list as well. This is called the concept of unpacking the tuple or unpacking the list. Okay, so I hope you understood it. And let's since we have discussed tuple, let's do some exercise here. So you can see the first question saying use the correct syntax to print the first item in the fruit tuple. You can see here we have a variable fruits and it is declared, this is a declare, this declared as a tuple. Fruit, we have apple, banana and cherry here in the item, and it wanted us to display the first item. So as it is sequence, so it is stored everything in the index. So first is 0th index. So this is correct. Second question is, let's check the second question. So it is very important, once you go through the theory and understand the concept, go through some kind of online exercises to build the confidence. Otherwise, there is no point of learning and all if you will not do exercises here. Okay, print the number of items in the fruit tuple. Okay, so number of items, how many numbers? One, two, three, three numbers, right? That means it is asking for length. We can use the length inbuilt function to get the total number of items. This is fine. Second question is use negative indexing to print the last item. I've already told the last item is negative. We can access through the negative indexing. So -1. This would be a -1. It is not -0. It, although from the front end when the indexing starts, it starts with 0, 1, 2, but from the back end it will start with -1 because it's logical. -0 is nothing. Okay, so -1. Now next, use the range of indexes to print third, fourth, and fifth item in the tuple. Third is this, fourth, and fifth. So now you can see third is n placed in 0, 1, 2, second index. So first give the range as 0, and then it mentioned third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, so fifth kiwi we wanted. So that means we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we mention 5, uh, see, so what will happen? This will display. So I think this is correct. So this is how we can, we have completed the tuple as well. Try to do more and more exercise on list and tuples to give you a very crisp and clear understanding between the differences and what are the requirements. Once you do exercise, you will get more clarity on these concepts. Okay. In the next, I will cover the Saturn dictionary. Thank you and have a nice day.